As you may have guessed, I like games. I played quite a few of them in the last year, so here's my top 10 games I've played in 2018. But first, here's the rules. Rule 1. To be eligible for this list, I must have put considerable time between the 1st of January and the 31st of December of that year. Rule 2. If the game is rendered unplayable or unable to be purchased by the time of creating this list, it is excluded. This will apply mostly to online games. Rule 3. No restrictions are in place to prevent older games to make this list. For example, the Nintendo Entertainment System's Super Mario Bros. Is allowed to be considered. Rule 4. One game in a series will represent the game series. Rule 5. In a few cases where multiple games in a series or DLC of one game was played in the same year, for series of games to get a second listing, both games need to stand out separately from each other. Rule 6. This list is based on what I have played, not the games that are released in the year. So if I didn't play your favourite game of the year, don't be upset and start shouting for your game to be number 1. But if you do suggest it, your game may have a chance of making this list next year. Well, this game's been sitting on my maybe list for a good 5 or 6 years now. And I looked through this list on June sales, and this list is called the oddball titles on these lists anyway. That's the exact reason why I got this game. I got another game in the series, and one that later, but the Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky is the first chapter of a trilogy of games, and also the opening arc to a longer series. This game follows Estelle Bright and her adopted brother Joshua. The story follows the pair on their journey as junior members of the British Guild. The British Guild's job does many things, but mainly do no jobs that require some battling, such as escorting people and guarding a farm. In a few cases, the task is simple as delivering the letter, and in a few other cases, being like the police. It soon become clear things are not all what it seems. Estelle's father, a high-ranked member of the British Guild, goes missing whilst out on a job. The pair gets news of his disappearance and decide to investigate it. The game uses 3 bars: HP for health, EP for magic, which are common to most JRPGs, and the CP bar, which is for special attacks. Unlike HP and EP, there are a limited number of items to restore CP, but however, doing basic attacks and taking damage will restore CP to the character. You can use CP for non-magic attacks, and at 100 CP or higher, you can release a powerful attack.
Enjoy the show.
Either just as done. Another recurring series entry, Platinum. Actually, this is the second Platinum of this series in this year. The other one has been its prequel, arguably. Epidemic Neptune Rebirth 1, but this is Rebirth 2, which is in the younger sisters. Rebirth moniker to the series is basically the fact that it's remakes of the PlayStation 3 games. Unlike PlayStation 3 titles, all three Rebirth titles share the same engine and very consistent with each other. However, the PlayStation 3 versions change around a lot, and the game series always sets down with the third game, Victory. Unlike most remakes, there are a lot of changes, and most of these are to do with third-party guest characters. Gus and Issa, named after the same name, but left the project after the PS3 trilogy and present in this game. These characters, those characters, they are replacement characters in their place to make the story continue flowing. Neptunia 1 is actually a solo story and separate to all the other games in the series, but can act as a nice starting point for the series. Neptunia 2, this one, starts off with trilogy games, which makes this game, the rest of the games work better, including the series games. And as this floor we're pretty much broken easily. As for why I'm showing Rebirth 2 footage, I'm playing on the PlayStation Vita, and this PlayStation TV can only play PlayStation Rebirth 2, not play Rebirth 1.
We'll show 'em what we got. Okay, I'll do my best.
Last year on the blog, Tales of Zestiria managed to get number 2, but that was down to more the Tales of the series as a whole, with Zestiria with the title of choice. This year, while I played Tales of Hatsar, Hearts is just going to get lost in the mid-tier level of games. While I played Zestiria and Abyss again, they didn't really have enough time to consider adding to this list. Tales of Berseria, on the other hand, has had a full playthrough, so this position is from one game. Unlike Zestiria before it, Berseria was the first Tales game unrestrained by the PlayStation 3. The world is more detailed than it shows, unlike in Zestiria where two party members often combined. Berseria returns to the four-man party at almost all times, which is the standard for Tales games. I'm only aware of one Japanese title that isn't the case. In this case, you're following Velvet Crow. In the first act, she gets turned from a normal human girl into a demon known as Aetherium. The party works well together in both the story and in game mechanics, and really it feels like a team member is standing there to just fill up the roster and not help them move the story along. Velvet is also the first female protagonist of the Tales series. And unlike other games that featured a female lead, they were often paired with a male lead. For example, Zillion's Millia shared the spotlight with Jude, while the female lead ended up playing the supporting role to the male lead. Part of Millia's story forced her to be out of the account, and Jude is being controlled for that section on both playthroughs. But in this case, when the party splits up for town, the player controls Velvet.
Not bad.
You too.
The Atelier series is another long-run RPG series, and this series as a whole has been on my maybe list. I got lucky in finding a physical video card of this game, and I'm glad that this is the Plus version, which has got the DLC from the initial PlayStation 3 release, along with a few extras. While I'm not personally recommending Atelier Chalet as the starting point, this is more of it down to the fact that this is the finale of the Dusk Arc games, with many returning characters, talking about unseen characters who appeared in the other games. The titular characters of the other Dusk games are even on the cover. I later found out that this is the 16th game in the series, and not all 16 had the Atelier name. Despite this being more of a follow-up game, this game doesn't assume that you've played the previous games, and keeps most of the previous game references to the late game. While item crafting in most games can become quickly a chore and often a hated mechanic of the game, the alchemy system avoids this. The alchemy system avoids many of the issues with those games by leveling up alchemy as a separate stat that unlocks skills that, as well as increasing the list of items to build. These skills affect the items, which lets your crafted items get pretty powerful without the needing to farm increasing rare and powerful monsters to get the components to get great gear. If you are planning to 100% the game, which this will be the case as certain monsters will be required.
Let's see what they've got.
This game follows two girls with the same nickname, Chalet. Celestia Argo is the daughter of a village chief and visits the main setting of the game, Stellad, in an effort to restore water to a village. Stellad neighbour, Charlotte, homeless, dreams of flying and inherits her late father, Altair. And starts running odd jobs around the city and usually ends up cleaning up. After a while, they team up and take on the dust problem, which is the cause of the water drying up. The story's quite nice, and unlike other Atelier games, there is no time limit of any kind. While the returning characters had the potential to be forced in, most of the characters felt like they naturally joined in of their own accord.
Take this too.
Done already? That was too easy.
I really had trouble deciding which Pokemon game should take this spot, so I'm going to give it to both Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee and Pokemon Go to number 6. Last time, Pokemon Ultra Sun got to 6. This year, I really wished I wasn't trying to balance 2 free tasks at the same time. The Tekken Wolves had a big series of videos run at the same time, and NaNoWriMo also at the same time. But wow, we're back in Kanto, fighting Misty. We're playing basically red, blue and yellow, but this time in 3D and in HD. It's really like returning to a place you grew up. Well, kind of is. I kind of grew up in this area. When I was around when the original 151. I'm putting Pokemon Go in this spot because it's the most played Pokemon game of this year. But due to getting the video out in a reasonable time. I've not got enough time to actually get hold of some footage of Pokemon Go this time round, so enjoy the fact we missed you. I sunk way too much time into Destiny 2. This game has seriously improved over the last year. Starting with the December 2017's DLC, Curse of Osiris, caused the Destiny 2 to drop to 10th last time round. As a sound note, Curse of Osiris felt like it was short-changed. Once completed the Curse story, more or less I'd done 90% of the content added in that DLC. The new raid was one of the few things that kept me playing until Forsaken. As the masterwork mechanic, it meant I could try a new variant of an old weapon, which the Warmind DLC, which was released in the spring, was actually a lot better. A new patrol area was bigger than the Curse, was added more things to do for the hardcore player. Forsaken is the largest DLC in Destiny's history, and in addition to the two new patrol areas, a huge amount of side content was added. While Black Armory did not add a new patrol area, it did add new things to do, but it felt like more a checklist than a story, and one mission had me visiting certain areas with very little context and the serious lack of NPCs talking to you outside of a few cutscenes.
Isn't it? That weapon is beyond special. A witness to the slaughter of our founder, and my ally in vengeance against those responsible. Light bearers, just like you. You are not welcome here, Guardian. I see. Well then. What we offer, Guardian, is privilege. Normally afforded to those who do not already have their own. Today, however, it would seem our doors are open to you. Welcome to the Black Armory.
At 4, Legendary's Trials of Cold Steel 1. Well, didn't we have a Legendary's games back at number 10? Well, yes, we did. Both games are actually decent enough to get themselves into the top 10 on their own, and it is. Unlike the Trails in the Sky, where there was a lot of sprite work which was similar to the PlayStation 1 and that era, this is a more modern 3D game that has little in the way of sprite work. That's of the usual drawn artwork and the icons. Well, they also share in the same world. Cold Steel is set in the Erebonia Empire and not the Sky's Kingdom of the Libelle. Well, for the most part, you can actually walk to the Erebonia Empire in Trails in the Sky 1. There's a few existing characters that appear in both games, and most of them are in Blink and Miss references to the other game's characters. For example, Trails in the Skies features the Queen of Libelle, Queen Alicia. She's not seen in Cold Steel, but she is mentioned in the Skull's Labyrinth, along with many few other characters. The Cold Steel uses a modified version of the Skies battle system, which also uses pairs of characters to pull off some moves. Cold Steel follows the story of Reed Schwarzer, a student of Class 7 in Thor's military academy. The game focuses on the group's field trips, and after a while it becomes clear they're doing the jobs of operators. Reed soon becomes the centre of the group and ends up fighting a terrorist group. Sadly, this game ends up on a cliffhanger and it will be hopefully resolved in part 2. Haven't played it yet.
Okay.
The Vita version which I'm playing has a few minor niggles, which is more down to the Vita hardware games and localization choices than the actual presentation of the original game. Quite of the few of Green's lines are randomly silent during scenes where every other character speaks. And in some cases there are no voice lines at all for anyone in a scene. However, this should be resolved with the PC version and hopefully in the upcoming PlayStation 4 version of this game.
It's my turn. Turn to flames. Burn! Now! Time to finish this.
Leave it to me!
My turn.
Go!
Of course. Hey! I'll handle it. Right.
Go!
My turn.
My turn.
It's my turn.
Go!
Okay.
Right. We should keep going.
Well, with 2 reviews in 2018, Star Trek Online was going to get in its top 10. This time at number 3. So while the first half was lacking, but once Victory Life hit, we found a lot more content was coming in the second half of the year. With many Deep Space Nine actors occupied them both. And even Wiseman for her role of discovering Sabatili. I feel weird we're getting references to a TV show that's currently airing. You know, they kept me occupied for most of the year. Sadly, which I like, I can't talk about Captain Killing, Sabatili's alternate Mirror Universe counterpart. That's more down to the fact that Captain Killy appeared in 2019, so I'll talk about it here. For a mini Switch gamer, this would have to be 2017's Game of the Year contender. You play as Rex, who is a salvager in the world of Alert. This game is way too long to summarise, given it's a 60-hour RPG. But the main story has you taking Pirate to Elysium, and quite a few people preventing you to go.
Where are we?
This is Elysium.
Is that a core crystal? You're a blade.
My name is Pyra.
What? Oh, right. Mine is...
I know you. You're Rex, right? Rex, I have a request. Can you take me to Elysium?
Elysium? But isn't that here?
This world is merely a memory. An ancient, half-forgotten memory of what once was.
How friend Morak be so stubborn, with hot spring right before
This is not me mentioning the Scottish lady who looks like a man.
Clothes like man and jump in hot spring. Tora not have all day.
You know I'm a woman, don't you?
Me? 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 Woman?
Yes, I'm a woman, Tora.
And there's the Welsh cat girl and a turtle. No, I didn't misread that.
Three of you, I count two. Lost someone?
Huh? Oh, get a load of this. Our beloved mascot, Tartars, reveal yourself. Turtles? 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 Where are you, boy? Turtles!
Oh. Hello, little guy. How are you? What are you doing out here all alone?
Turtles! Handling a man's turtle.
Okay, time to take you down.
Come on then, Rex.
Breaky, breaky!
Ha! Topple them! Let us make use of it now. Why not?
Right, there! Great!
Well done.
The enemy's energy is now.
We can do it! Laser!
Topple them!
No, I no longer live in fear.
Everyone beat as one!
No one can
I'm
stop
getting
us now.
fired up.
Given that I started the Game of the Year series after the Smash 4 DLC had been released, it really just missed out on it. There was no Game of the Year 2014 or 2015, and just missed out on 2016. But this time around, everyone is here. It was one of the few games I was most expected to come out this year. Smash Bros. Ultimate was one of the few games I wasn't expected to come out this year. In the case of Brawl and Smash for Wii U, both games had between 18 months to 2 years since the first trailer and the game was released in Europe. Outside the Mii Party that we see before in Smash for Wii U, it's the only game that you can have Pac-Man, Street Fighter's Ryu, Castlevania's Simon Belmont, Lucario, Inklings, fighting Wii Fit training session.
Follow my lead as we work on this
my lead as we work on this pose. Distribute your weight equally between both legs.